Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Anuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful pattern for a coaster, and for this one I've used my 100% cotton yarn, and for this particular project I've used 3.5 mm of the hook. So let's begin. So here it is. Have your yarn. And here we're going to have our magic circle. So for the magic circle, just have your yarn around your fingers like this and make an axe here. And hold your axe with the help of your thumb and put the second strand of yarn at the back. Have your hook, insert your hook like this and grab your yarn. Grab your second strand of yarn through your first strand of yarn and turn your hook this way. And that's it. This is your magic circle. Now here I'm going to chain 3. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and now I'm going to yarn over and we'll insert my hook into this magic circle and we'll grab the yarn, and now I'm going to have 3 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's your second double crochet. So first chain 3 will count as your first double crochet, and this is your second double crochet. And here into this magic circle for our round number 1 we're going to have 10 double crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it is. I've got my this 10 double crochets for my round number 1. And now I'm gonna pull my this end, pull it tight, and here it is. You got your circle here, and I'm gonna insert my hook into this first stitch, chain 3, and I will grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here to make my this round number 1, to finish my this round number 1. And now for your round number 2, chain up 3, so it's 1, 2 and 3, yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch and grab your yarn and make your second double crochet here. Go to your next stitch, and into your next stitch have 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and into your next stitch have 2 double crochets, so it's 1 and 2. Now keep on having 2 double crochets into each stitch from your previous round, and by the end of round number 2 you're going to have your 20 double crochets, and I'm going to meet you here. 2 double crochets into each stitch, and here it is. At the end of my round number 2 I have my 20 double crochets, and now I'm going to insert my hook into this third chain and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch to finish up this round number 2. Now for the round number 3 I'm going to chain up 3 here. It's 1, 2 and 3, yarn over and insert your hook into this same stitch where you made your slip stitch, and grab your yarn and make your second double crochet here. So here you got 2 double crochets. Into your next one have 1 double crochet, so insert your hook into your next stitch and have 1 double crochet. Now go to your next stitch, and into your next stitch have 2 double crochets together, so it's not together, just have 2 double crochets into that one stitch, so it's 1 and 2. Again into your next one have 1 double crochet into that one stitch, and now keep on repeating this pattern. So have 2 double crochets into one stitch, and then into your next stitch have 1 double crochet, and by the end of this round number 3 you're gonna have your 30 double crochets, and I'm gonna meet you at the end here. And here it is. After my round number 3 my work looks like this, and now I'm going to insert my hook into this chain 3 and my first double crochet, and we'll make a slip stitch here, and that's how I'm going to finish up this round number 3. Now for the round number 4 we're going to chain up 3 here, so it's 1, 2 and 3, and now we're going to have yarn over and we're going to have another double crochet here, and here we're going to have 4 double crochets into that same stitch where we have made our slip stitch. So into that one stitch we're going to have 4 double crochets. Chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and then another 3 double crochet. And now here we're going to chain 4, so it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 4, and we're going to turn our work. So turn your work and insert your hook into this third chain. So third chain is your first double crochet. Insert your hook into this third chain and grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. So we are at the back. Chain 4 and make your slip stitch on your first double crochet, and now we're going to turn our work. So here it is. It looks like this. Now here on this chain 4 we're going to have 8 single crochets. So insert your hook into this chain 4 space and grab your yarn, and you're going to have 2 loops. Have your first single crochet, your second single crochet, your third single crochet, your fourth single crochet, your fifth single crochet, sixth single crochet, 7 single crochet, and your 8th last single crochet. And this is how we're going to build our pattern. Now we're going to skip over this next stitch, so we are not going to work on this next stitch, and we will take the stitch after that. And here I'm going to yarn over and will insert my hook into this next stitch, and here I'm going to have 4 double crochets into that one stitch. So here have your 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochets, and your 4th double crochet. And now chain 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now turn your work, go at the back, and here you're going to find your first double crochet. So insert your hook into this first double crochet and grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. Turn your work. It's going to be here like this, and on this chain 4 space have 8 single crochets. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now again we're going to skip over this next stitch and into the stitch after that, yarn over and have 4 double crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here it is. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn your work, insert your hook into this first double crochet, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch. Turn your work, and here have 8 single crochets into a chain 4 space. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, we're going to repeat our pattern. So again, yarn over, skip your next stitch and into the stitch after that have 4 double crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn your work and go to your first double crochet, insert your hook into your first double crochet and make a slip stitch here. Again, turn your work and into this chain 4 space have 8 single crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now keep on repeating this pattern, and until here you're gonna have your 15 of these patterns. You're gonna repeat your pattern for about 15 times until the end in here, and I'm gonna meet you at the end here. And here it is. I've repeated my pattern for about 15 times and it looks like this. And now here I will insert my hook into this first double crochet. So this is my chain 3 actually. So here I'm going to insert my hook into this third chain and we'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here. And that's how I'm going to finish this round number 4. And here we're going to cut the yarn. So here it is. Cut your yarn and secure this last stitch and put this loose end in, and I'm going to meet you after that. And here it is. it looks like this from the back, and from the front it looks like this, and that's it. Now for the middle part, for this white part, I'm going to use my white yarn. You can use any color you want. I'm going to use the white yarn in here, and here I will go to this first round. So here it is. This is your first round, and we're going to take the stitches of our this first round. So what we're going to do is we will insert our hook into this any stitch of your round number 1. So here it is. This is the stitches of my round number 1, and here for this round number 1 we have our 10 stitches. So just insert your hook into any of these stitches of your round number 1. Here I'm going to insert my hook in here, and I will attach my yarn from the back. So here I'm going to take this white yarn, and I will attach my yarn from the back, and I will grab it in the front now. Here it is. So here it is. I've got my this yarn at the back. The working yarn is at the back, and here it is. I've got my hook in here. Now I will go to this second stitch. So this is my second stitch. I will go to this second stitch. I will insert my hook into this second stitch, and will grab the yarn from the back, and will make a slip stitch here like this. Again, I will go to this next stitch. This is my next stitch of my round number 1. So I will go to this next stitch, and again I will grab my yarn from the back, and will pull it in the front side, and I will make a slip stitch here. Again, go to your next stitch, insert your hook, grab your yarn from the back, and pull it in the front side and make your slip stitch. Now keep on having one slip stitch on each stitch of your round number 1, and by the end you're going to have your 10 slip stitches here. So have your 10 slip stitches, and I'm going to meet you after my 10 slip stitches of my round number 1 in here. And here it is. I've got my this 10 slip stitches here on my round number 1, and I'm going to pull my yarn now a little bit, and I will cut my yarn in here. Take out this yarn, and here it is. You got your this yarn in this position. Now what you can do is have your needle and simply go in both this go to your next stitch and take both of these loops, insert your needle into this both of this loop like this, and just pull your yarn like this, and now go to this previous stitch, your working stitch, and go in the middle. So here it is, in the middle, and insert your needle in between these two loops like this, and take it out from the back. And here it is. It looks nicely knitted stitch. This is the stitch we have made. So here it is. It looks nicely knitted. You might will have 11 slip stitches here because this is an extra stitch, but don't worry, it's gonna be completely all right. And you're both the loose ends at the back. So here you can put your this loose ends in. Again, for our this next round number 2, take any of your stitch. So here it is. I'm going to insert my hook again into that one, and will take my this white yarn, and I will repeat the process here. So here it is. I've attached my this yarn, and now here on this round number 2 I have my 20 stitches. Remember, for your round number 1 you have 10 stitches. For your round number 2 you have 20 stitches. So here again you're going to have your 20 slip stitches. So just keep in mind that you're going to have your 20 slip stitches. Again, I'm going to go at the back, and will grab the yarn from the back, and will make a slip stitch here. I will go to the next stitch, and will grab the yarn, and will make my second slip stitch. Now keep on having one slip stitch on each stitch of your round number 2, and by the end you're going to have your 20 slip stitches, and I'm going to meet you at the end. And here it is. I've got my this 20 slip stitches, and I'm going to pull my yarn a little longer, and I will cut my yarn in here. Take out your this yarn, and here it is. You got your this loose end in here. Now again, take your needle, go to this first slip stitch, and insert your needle into the both loops like this, and grab your yarn and go to this last stitch, and put your needle in between of these two loops, and take it out from the back. And here it is. Your stitch is done, and we're gonna repeat exactly the same for our this third round. Here we have our 30 stitches, so we're gonna have our 30 slip stitches on this round. So again, take any of your this stitches. I'm gonna take this stitch, any of the stitches, and grab your yarn from the back and attach your this second color and go to this next stitch. Now this next stitch we haven't worked on, so it's like this. Go on this stitch and grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. The next one we have worked on, so here we got our 4 double crochets. So go to that stitch, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. Again, the next one we haven't worked on, we have skipped that one. So insert your hook into that stitch, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch. Now keep on having this slip stitches, and by the end of this round number 3, you're gonna have your 30 stitches, 30 slip stitches, and I'm gonna meet you after my 30 slip stitches. And here it is. I've got my 30 slip stitches, and again I'm gonna just pull my yarn a little bit and I will cut the yarn and I will take this off, and here it is. This yarn is secure, and I'm gonna repeat the process in here. So again, I'm gonna take my needle, we'll go to this first slip stitch, take both the loops, and we'll grab my yarn like this, and we'll go to this last stitch and we'll insert my needle in the middle of the stitch, and we'll take it out my yarn from the back. And here it is. It is nicely knitted stitch. It is done. Here, put your all this loose ends in, and I'm gonna meet you after that. And here it is. It is all done, and it looks like this. And I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share and comment on my videos, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.